challenges of stopping that Dom kid, obviously?
Yeah, his skill level. Again, Mike Dom, their center, he's just a sophomore. He was freshman of the year in their league last year, and he's right at 6'9". He's got he's long, but he makes threes. He can make jump shots. He drives it. He scores on the block. He scores with both hands, and a very good passer. So his skill level at that size, you don't see it very often. Somebody who can score at all levels and pass the basketball the way that he does, and they do a good job of making sure that he's involved and that he touches the basketball on most possessions. So from a defensive standpoint, you've got to figure out how you're gonna deal with him, and he brings a lot to the table.
TJ Otzelberger's the head coach. Was at Iowa State. What's he doing at South Dakota State?
Well, they're and they've figured it out here some in the last 3 games, but early on, watching their games earlier, you could see they were playing some man-to-man, and now they're playing exclusively zone. Almost 90% of the game they're playing a 1-3-1 zone. Or in their first 4 or 5 games, they were playing a lot of man-to-man. So early on, trying to get a handle on his roster, trying to get a handle on what's going to be best for his team, and how that's going to fit his personnel that he's got right now. And I think they've done a great job of it. The way that they've played in the last couple games is very different than the way they played in their first 3 or 4 basketball games. So they've got some things sorted out. They've got the guys seem to be really either on the same page or very close to it now with playing the 1-3-1 zone and doing that almost exclusively. Offensively, they've changed some things. They're making sure that, again, Dom gets touches almost every possession and just kind of working around him a little bit like we did with Tut 2 years ago. And then Tellinghusen and AJ Hess, the 2 other forwards or guards that I mentioned, those guys are good players. They got good size and they're skilled. So making sure they get some of their stuff as well. But I think the biggest thing is their older guys are starting to, they look just more comfortable with the group, and the transfers and the new guys are starting to play with some confidence. They look a lot different in their last 3 games than they did early.
Saturday at your alma mater, I know you're really focused